What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to Bananas Epic Gaming, and today we're doing another ranking video here on CageTalk. We're going to be doing the top 20 TV shows from 2009 to 2019 with 10 honorable mentions. And this is my personal opinion, my favorite TV shows, and some TV shows that I like would be the honorable mentions. So please be sure to like and subscribe, and here we go. Starting off with the honorable mentions at number 10 is The Walking Dead. Okay, so now for me, The Walking Dead, I liked it. The first couple of seasons, I was into it. When the governor came in, and after the governor eventually ended up dying, I'm like, okay, you know what, I lost interest. Then I heard that Negan was coming in, and we all know what happens when Negan came in. That big death scene with Glenn. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna see if they're actually gonna do it. And they killed Glenn off. And after that, I couldn't watch it. Even the lady, the chick from Ned's Classified, who I had a big crush on growing up, she was one of my crushes, couldn't bring me back in. That's why The Walking Dead is on the bottom of the honorable mentions and not in the top of my picks. It's a good show. It's a good zombie show if you like into that sort of thing. But you have to devote a lot of time, and you gotta watch it every single week. And you can watch the spinoff if you want to, if you're The Walking Dead. But that is not on here, so don't worry. Now on to the number 9 honorable mention. Coming in at number 9 of the honorable mentions is one of my guilty pleasures, Bob's Burgers. I'll tell you why right now. When Bob's Burgers first came on in 2011, I was like, okay, Seth MacFarlane made this. It should be good. I love the character Louise. I love Bob. Linda's funny. Tina is hilarious. And Gene is hilarious as well. Teddy's pretty good too. There's not a bad character that comes to mind when I watch the show. I watched this with my little niece. For Christmas, I bought her the bunny ears because she loves Louise. This is mine and my little niece's show that we watch together. Bob's Burgers holds a special place in my heart, and since Disney bought them, Disney's putting out a movie for Bob's Burgers in the near future. I can't wait to see that. Now on to number 8. Okay, coming in at number 8 on the honorable mentions is a favorite of most people my age. And that is MTV's The Jersey Shore, the series. I'll explain why. When this show first came on December 3rd, 2019, the first time, I was like, okay, this show maybe has 1 or 2 seasons, and then it's going to fall through. And it proved me wrong. It's still going to this day, kind of. The spin-off, the family reunion series. This show has done so many things. I mean, I had my own Jersey Shore family when I was in high school. I was the Pauly D, because I had the Pauly D hair and I had a little tan. I thought I was hot poop. And this show really helped me come out of my shell. Jersey Shore, I'll always be grateful for that, and it makes me laugh. I got my brother watching it now too, and he loves the show. He says it's so stupid, it's funny. Now on to the number 7 honorable mention. And the number 7 honorable mention is a hidden gem from ABC Family, and it is called Secret Life of the American Teenager. Yes, Secret Life of the American Teenager. I'll explain why right now. Okay, I know this show is technically... Okay, it's not a 2009 release, but it was big around 2008 and 2009-ish. And I'm going to count it because it's my list. It's one of my cheats, so I only have a few cheats on this list. Secret Life of the American Teenager came out right when I was going into high school. And it brought me and one of my good friends, George Schoenig, closer together because we liked the show, we talked about the show, and that made our friendship a pretty good bond. Shailene Woodley was amazing on the show, and the actress, I forgot her name. The actress that plays Adrian was so beautiful. She is still beautiful to this day. And that's why Secret Life of the American Teenager is on this list, because it helped grow my friendship with Joel and Shonick, and it introduced me to these two beautiful young ladies. Now on to number 6 honorable mention. And I might get some hate for that one. The number 6 honorable mention is the CW's Batwoman. Before you exit the video, let me explain. So the TV show Batwoman is not that critically good. People don't like it. People are saying it sucks. It's one of the worst Arrowverse shows. Legends and Supergirl are right up there. But I personally think there's a saying that because it's a female-led show, people don't want to see that. Maybe would rather have a Superman show, which, spoiler alert, we're getting in 2020. People want a Batman show, with, spoiler alert, we're never going to get that. Gotham was as close as we would get. And they don't want to say goodbye to Oliver Queen, because Oliver Queen, if you haven't watched Crisis, I'm going to spoil it right now for you. Oliver Queen's dead. Oliver is gone. But Batwoman's really not that bad. Yes, when we first met Kate in Elseworld episode 2, she had a suit, she was badass. But her TV show, you guys gotta remember this, it happens before the crossover. So now when it comes back on the air in like 3-4 weeks from now, it's gonna be a time jump. Time's gonna jump ahead. So it's gonna be better. Give it a chance, I'm telling you. It's number 2 on the CW out of all the CW shows for a reason. What's number 1? The Flash. How many years has The Flash been number 1? 6 straight years. Batwoman beat out Supernatural. It beat out Riverdale. It beat out Arrow. It beat out Legacies. It beat out all those shows. So everybody that's hating on it, saying it sucks and all that, you're lying. You're watching the show for a reason. Give it a chance. If you don't like it, don't watch it. Plain and simple. Now on to the next TV show. Number 5 is the TV show Victorious from Nickelodeon. I'll explain why right now. Plain and simple, the only reason why that I would watch this show is for Victoria Justice and Ariana Grande. I have and had the biggest crush on these two ladies for the longest time. That's the only reason why I would watch this TV show, is for those two. Yes, it was okay. It wasn't my cup of tea, but Victoria Justice and Ariana Grande made me want to tune in every single time this show was on. I would put it on just as in the background. When I would hear their voice, I would turn around. Now on to the next TV show. Coming in number 4 for the honorable mentions is the TV show Workaholics. I'll explain why right now. Workaholics is one of the TV shows that is so funny, it's stupid, it's like The Office meets Friday. I haven't seen this show in a really long time. I used to love watching this when I was bored or needed something to fall asleep to or needed a good laugh. I don't know if it's still on the air, but I may have to go back and watch some episodes because this is a really funny show. I would suggest this show to somebody because it's funny. Now on to the next TV show. The next TV show is the CW's Black Lightning, coming in at number 3. Black Lightning is now Arrowverse canon. It wasn't at first. Season 1 was great, from what I can remember. Season 2, I'm trying to watch it because it was hard to get through. I stopped watching it like a couple episodes in. But I've heard Season 3 is great. It's better than Season 2. So I'm trying to give it another chance now that I've had some time to step back and process things. But the actress that plays Lightning, China, beautiful. Hands down beautiful. And the actress that plays Thunder, Miss Williams. And the person that got to play Black Lightning was great casting. The scene with him and Barry Allen in Crisis was worth it. It was amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing where this character goes. Now on to number 2 of the honorable mentions. Coming in at number 2 is a new TV show, High School Musical, the series. I'll explain why right now. Yes, High School Musical, the series is new. People may say it's too soon to put it up that high, but I was going into this, I was going to give it a chance, maybe watch one episode, and if I hated it, never watch it again. Keep Disney Plus for the old movies and the TV shows and The Simpsons and etc. until WandaVision, Captain America and the Falcon, or Winter Soldier and the Falcon come out. But I was surprised with how good this show is. The casting is on key. Yes, they have little cameos from the original cast from the High School Musical movies coming in, playing themselves or playing other people. Like Martha, I believe, played a teacher at East High. But this show has the ability to bring in this new generation of High School Musical fans. And I am blessed to say that they are exceeding expectations. Because, wow, I never thought I could hear somebody else sing When There Was You and Me almost as good as Vanessa Hudgens. And now on to the number 1 honorable mention. And yes, it's going to be a cheat. And the number 1 honorable mention is The Simpsons. Yes, The Simpsons have been around a lot longer than 10 years. But this TV show has done such amazing things on TV. And the movie came out within the last 10 years, if I'm not mistaken, if my memory is correct. So technically, yeah, it fits. Everybody has either seen an episode of The Simpsons, if it's the Halloween episodes, or they love The Simpsons. Who doesn't love The Simpsons? And they're on Disney Plus. You can watch every single season on Disney Plus. There's no reason for you to say I've never seen The Simpsons if you have a Disney Plus. Now on to the regular list. Starting off the list at number 20 is going to be the CBS's one season wonder, Harper's Island. This was a really good show. I don't know why they didn't try and make more. Yeah, you can't do much because half the cast is dead, but it doesn't have to be all about Abby. You can have other people. The story takes place on this island. Harper's Island is a murder mystery trying to find out who the killer is. And I'm not going to spoil it for you because this is a show that you have to watch. Get some popcorn, get something to eat, get something to drink. Watch the 13 episodes because you would not be disappointed. And this TV show first introduced us to the lovely Katie Cassidy. Katie Cassidy, fun fact, apparently got her job on Arrow as Laura Lance, aka the Black Canary, because of the show. Harper's Island is a must-see in my book. Now on to number 19. And number 19 is going to be a TV show that I recently did a ranking video on, and it is DC Legends of Tomorrow. This TV show took superheroes and villains from The Flash and the Arrow TV show, and they just put him on a team. Season 1 was to stop Vandal Savage from killing Rip Hunter's wife and son. Season 2 was the Legion of Doom. Season 3, I forgot about Season 3. Season 4 was Mollis. Season 5 was the Devil. And Season 6 was, or is gonna be like supernatural killers. Yeah, this TV show is really good. The actress that plays Sarah Lance is incredibly talented, and she's beautiful, and she's a big sweetheart, from what I've been told. Brandon Routh, who played Superman in Superman Returns, I believe that was his Superman movie, plays the Atom. And then you got the guy from Prison Break playing Roy, aka Heatwave. You got Zari. You got Nate, or Nathaniel. Some people call him Cinnamon Still, or Still is his superhero thing. DC Legends of Tomorrow, I don't see them lasting that much longer. The number 19, because I have a soft spot for the actress that plays Sarah Lance. Now on to number 18. Number 18 on my list is going to be Pretty Little Liars. It would have been higher if I would have stuck through and watched it all, but I kind of figured who A was, like, halfway through. I didn't predict it was going to be who it was, but I said it's going to be that actor. Mona, I saw the Mona being A. If you didn't know now you know. Sorry. I saw that coming. But the reason why it's still this high on the list is because of Ashley Benson, Shay Mitchell, the actress that plays Spencer, and Lucy Hill. Those actresses I have a soft spot for. I love those ladies. They are some of the nicest people alive. And I want to meet them. That's my goal, is to meet them and say thank you for everything you guys have done and all the years of entertainment you guys have given us. Because, wow, they played their parts amazing. And Lucy Hill was in Scream 4 for like 25 seconds. So, there's that. Now on to the next TV show. Coming in at number 17 is CW's Supergirl. Now, this show has had some pretty bad seasons. I only enjoyed one season, and that was season 3. Season 1 and 2 were dog crap. Season 4 was not watchable because it was too politic for my liking. And the season they're on, season 5, yeah, I am only watching this show still for Melissa Benoist, because I have a soft spot for her, because she was on another TV show that is in this list. Now on to the next TV show. Speaking of Melissa Benoist, coming in at number 16 is Glee. Glee was great for its time. I was a choir kid in high school, and I played football and all that. Glee was an amazing show for its time. Rewatching it now, it's kind of hard to watch it knowing what happened to Corey Monteith. May he rest in peace to the actor that played Puck. This cast is phenomenal, but it's starting to look like this cast is cursed. Like, the only people that I am keeping up with from this cast are Cole Overstreet, Darren Criss, and Melissa Benoist. Those are the 3 that I know that are successful right now. But like I said, Glee, man. If you haven't watched it and you like musicals, give it a watch. It's on Netflix. Now on to the next TV show. Coming in at number 15 is going to be a cheat. It is Total Divas / Total Bellas. The reason why I put these two together, they are basically the same show. The Bella Twins were on Total Divas, and they got their own spin-off, Total Bellas, that all about them and their family. Total Divas is about the active women's roster. Like every season, they started bringing new divas. Women. I stopped watching Total Divas after Dusty Rhodes passed away. Total Bellas, I watched like the first season and a half, and I couldn't watch it anymore. I just stopped. Don't get me wrong, I love the Bella Twins and I love the women in the WWE, but I don't have time to watch basically Keeping Up with the Kardashians WWE edition. Now on to the next TV show. Coming in at number 14 is Blue Mountain State. This TV show was hilarious when it was on the air. I watched it every now and then from time to time, and I crack up every time. The main character, Alex Moran, the coach called him Alex Moran. Thad Castle is the highlight of the show. Sammy. This show was hilarious. I don't know why they stopped it. They made a movie off of the Kickstarter money that they raised for the movie. I watched it once and the movie wasn't good. I love Blue Mountain State, I really do, but I wish they would just come back for one more season, or they would have done one more season, and that would be Alex's draft year, and he goes in the draft of the NFL. Now on to the next TV show. And the next TV show is Scream, the TV series. Seasons 1 and 2. Season 3 never happened. I don't like Season 3. Because they completely rebooted the cast and they just stopped telling the story that they were telling. They should have finished that story first. Then they should have, if they wanted to, tell the story that they told for Season 3. Because they left it wide open. I won't go into detail what they left open because it's about the killers in Scream, because there's always more than one, no matter what people try and say. I'm still convinced there was a second killer in Scream 3. They dropped it because people were upset, and the low ratings, well, you hardly promoted the show. The second season, of course, you're going to get low ratings. This was one of Wes Craven's last things he worked on, because they dedicated the last episode of Season 1 as a tribute to him, because he died before it aired. But Scream Season 1, Season 2, go give it a watch if you haven't. It is a really good thriller TV show, and it's on Netflix. Now on to the next TV show. Coming in at number 12 is CW's Riverdale. Number 12 and number 11 were back and forth. I just put number 11 ahead of Riverdale because I haven't caught up on Season 3 yet. I last watched the Fred Andrews tribute episode, and that was the last one I watched. But I'm gonna get caught up soon, I promise. Riverdale is a good show. It got a spin-off from Sabrina the Teenage Witch. And I really like Camila Mendes, the actor that plays Archie, the actress that plays Betty. And you have Cole Sprouse. Cole Sprouse, I grew up watching on Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I literally grew up watching him. I'm 26, so I watched The Sweet Life when I was younger. And now look at Cole. He is doing amazing things. He's on another hit TV show. Can you believe that? Now on to the next TV show, because I don't want to talk much if you haven't seen Riverdale. Same with most of these TV shows. I don't want to give a lot away. But Riverdale, Season 1 was good. Season 2 was okay. Season 3, to me, didn't break the CW season 3 curse, and that curse is the third season always sucks. Always. But I've been hearing mixed reviews on season 4, and that's making me eh. So if you've seen season 4, let me know. Should I continue watching it now, or should I wait for it to be on Netflix and just binge it? Now, coming in at number 11 is Wizards of Waverly Place. Now, this show literally only beat out Riverdale because this show gave us Selena Gomez. This show gave us her big break. I would not want to think of where we would be or where she would be if she never was on the show. Selena Gomez is somebody that I love and hold dearly. I don't remember much about this show because it's been years since I watched it. But from what I can remember, I liked it. It was about a family full of wizards, and the dad was training the kids because the kids had to figure out who was going to become the wizard of the family. Because the other two lost their powers, I think, if my memory is correct. Now on to the next TV show, and we're in the top 10, baby. Coming in at number 10 is going to give me some hate, but it is 13 Reasons Why. Now I know some of you are thinking, why do you have this high up? When I first watched the first couple episodes, because my friends were saying, you gotta watch the show, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it, you gotta watch it. I'm like, no, I'm not gonna watch something that talks about suicide and all that, because I don't want to see that. So I finally caved in and I watched it, and I cried. I'll admit, I cried when I watched the show for the first time. The first 2 seasons were good. Season 2, I can understand why they made it season 2, because it's the trial of Hannah Baker. Season 1 was knocked it out of the park. Selena Gomez, who is the producer of this show, did an amazing job. But season 3, I stopped watching like episode 3 or 4 because I'm like, okay, I'll watch this when I'm bored. Because there's no need for a season 3. They're currently filming a 4th season, I believe, and they're saying that that's going to be the last season of 13 Reasons Why. But season 1 and season 2 are the 2 best seasons that I've seen of a TV show in a while. Because I watched a lot of TV shows. Season 1, like I said, knocked it out of the park. Season 2 kept it steady enough for me to be like, okay, this is a top 10 show in my book. And changed people's life and changed my life of this past decade. Now on to number 9. Coming in at number 9 is MTV's Are You the One? Are You the One is where they pair 13 singles and of men, a 13 single woman, into a house with their perfect match. They gotta find their perfect match in 10 weeks, and if they can find everybody's perfect match, they win $1 billion. This show, I was like, okay, cool concept, but after the first couple of seasons, I'm like, okay, so this show is basically to pluck people from the challenge, so we can have new people for the challenge at MTV. I knew that going into the first season, when I binge watched the first season, and I've talked to a few of the cast members here and there. A couple of them follow me on social media, and I'm grateful for that. My favorite cast member is Brianna Lancaster. She is a sweetheart. She's one of the nicest human beings on the planet, and she deserves the best. I want to see her on the challenge again, because the first time she got screwed over because her partner wanted to quit because he missed his significant other. and the other one she got eliminated by Brittany. Yeah, it's 30-30. Brittany sent her to the Redemption House, and I believe Jenna won her way back into the game. But Are You the One's a good show. I didn't watch the latest season, the Come One Come All, because I completely forgot about it, because I normally keep up with them promoting it. But if you want to check out Are You the One, it's a good show and it has a good cast of people. Now on to number 8. Coming in at number 8 is going to be a cheat, and it is MTV's The Challenge. This show is amazing. I love watching this show. I started watching it in 2002, I believe. That's when the Inferno happened, 2004-ish, around that area. My middle school, elementary school days. And I was hooked. I watched it because I was like, The Miz is on there. Okay. So this is where it's coming from. So I wanted to check him out to see what he's all about. Because I thought he was going to win Tough Enough when he auditioned for Tough Enough for the WWE. He lost Tough Enough, but he got signed. And once I saw the first episode of The Inferno 2, that was my first season, I was hooked. My mom watches it with me. I would love to get on this show someday and maybe follow in the Miz's footsteps. That would be nice. It's only this like number 8 because I cannot put it ahead of some of the other shows because it's been around a long time. But this is top 10 shows all time for me. Now on to number 7. Coming in at number 7 is going to be a cheat. Is only like a couple months off from being in the 2009 year. Is Ghost Adventures. This TV show, love it or hate it. If you don't believe in it, that's fine. If you don't believe in the afterlife and all that, that's fine. That's your beliefs. But this show is entertaining, and it tells us that there is maybe stuff after we die, and that there is an other side. Because they have made some pretty good documentation of proof in my books. If you like the supernatural and all that type of stuff, give this show a watch. It's on the Travel channel in America. I would give it a watch if I was you, if you like it. Now on to number 6. Coming in at number 6 is a new show on the CW, and it is CW's Legacies. Legacies is a Vampire Diaries / original spin-off. It follows Hope Michelson. Spoiler alert. 3, 2, 1. Klaus's daughter. Klaus is an original vampire, or was an original vampire in the Vampire Diaries, and then he got his own spin-off, The Originals, which we'll talk about a little later. And it follows her journey from moments after what happened to Klaus and her uncle to now. Season 1 was amazing. Season 2 is pretty good right now. I won't lie. I like it. And I love the actress that plays Hope. Perfect casting. Perfect casting for the person that plays Elizabeth. Or Lizzie. She looks just like Caroline. If you know who Caroline is from the Vampire Diaries, watch a couple episodes of the originals and you see that it's perfect casting, that they look alike and they act alike. And Josie, the other twin, I have a soft spot for Kaylee Bryant. I love Kaylee Bryant. Give this show a watch if you're a fan of the originals and the Vampire Diaries and you're iffy on watching Legacies. It's worth it. My family watches it with me. I love it. And I would not lie to you guys. So give it a watch. Now on to the next TV show. Speaking of Legacies, coming in at number 5 is going to be the CW's The Originals. This is the original spin-off of the Vampire Diaries. It stars the original vampires family of Elijah, Klaus, and Rebecca, and Haley. Then you find out later on that there's a missing sibling. And I don't remember if Cole was in the first season. because I know he was in the second season. Colin Finn and everybody else from the original family from the Vampire Diaries is this show is based off of. And Klaus has the greatest redemption arc, character turnaround that I've ever seen for a character. We first met Klaus, we hated him, we didn't think there was any saving him, but having a daughter changed his entire perspective. Everything that he did was protect Hope. And that's how it should be when you're a dad. Now on to the next TV show. I almost said season. God. But yeah, watch the original. It's just worth it if you love the Vampire Diaries. So this one was hard for me to put here. Coming in at number 4 is Arrow. Arrow is currently on his last season on the CW. Stephen Amell was a perfect choice to play Oliver Queen. When you think of Oliver Queen, you think of Stephen Amell now. Stephen Amell made this character his own, and he rocked it. Yes, there was a couple bad seasons here and there, but Arrow, it started this entire universe full of DC superheroes on CW, and if it wasn't for Stephen Amell, I don't think that we would have The Flash, Legend of Tomorrow, Batwoman, Supergirl, soon to be Lois and Clark, or Lois and Superman, Black Canaries, the Canaries, and the Green Arrow TV show that's coming. We wouldn't have all those TV shows if it wasn't for Stephen Amell. So Stephen Amell, thank you. And thank you, CW, for giving us an amazing TV show like Arrow. Yes, season 3 and 4 were bad. 5 was good. 6 was iffy. And season 7, I believe that's the last season that they're on. I don't remember at the top of my head. I remember there was season 7 was last year. So season 7 was okay-ish. And season 8 has been amazing. Now on to the next TV show. Coming in at number 3 is the CW's The Flash. The Flash is a good TV show. When I first saw that Grant Gustin, the guy who plays Barry Allen, was going to be on Arrow, I'm like, okay, who's he playing? And when he said his name, I'm like, we're going to get a Flash TV show next year. I knew it right then and there. Season 1, Season 2 were the best. Season 3 was okay, had its moments, but the Savitar reveal was stupid. Season 4, awful. Season 5, I didn't like the villain, that's why, because it was Cicada and Reverse Flash became the villain like the last couple episodes, but he was the villain, quote unquote, the entire season because he planned everything, apparently. If you haven't watched The Flash yet, give it a chance. Watch it. It's on Netflix for right now. If you want to watch Arrow as well, watch Arrow and The Flash. And when you get to Crisis on Earth X, I would say start watching Supergirl and maybe DC Legends of Tomorrow when they're crossover, because their crossover is like a direct tie-in to their TV show with the first season. Now on to the second best TV show of this decade in my mind. Coming in at number 2, second place of the best TV shows of this decade, is The Vampire Diaries. The Vampire Diaries was amazing. Nina Dobrev, so beautiful. I love Nina Dobrev. The actress that plays Caroline Forbes, I can't think of her name at the top of my head. The actress that plays Bonnie. You got Ian Somerhalder playing as Damon, and the person that plays as Stefan. Great casting. Great casting all around. I really liked seasons 1, 2, 3, and 4. I believe that's when the original was left, to season 4. And after that, it was steady. But when Elena left the show, she got put in a sleeping beauty spell. That's when it went downhill for me. I used to watch The Vampire Diaries live every week when it was on TV for the first new episode was on live, I would watch it live. But after Elena left, I would tape it, watch it later in the week, because I didn't care really. And that's sad because I loved this show, and I still do. This is a great show, and if you haven't watched it yet, like I've said with most of these shows, give it a chance. It is a good show. It's nothing like the books, but it's worth the watch in my mind. And now on to the number one best TV show of this decade in my mind. And the number one best TV show of this decade in my mind is, of course, most of you probably knew this, Teen Wolf. When Teen Wolf first came on the air, I was like, okay, I'll give it a watch. If I like it, I'll stick with it. Season 1 for me was okay-ish, but as it kept on going, Season 2 got better. Season 3A and 3B, best two seasons hands down. Then you had Season 4, The Elephant in the Room. That one was bad. I didn't like that one. Season 5A and 5B, good. And then the last two seasons, Season 6A was okay, in my mind. But Season 6B, man, wow. That was one of the only seasons that I don't like. I didn't like the ending, and I didn't like that they couldn't get most of the cast back. I get that everybody's busy, different schedules, they don't line up and all that, but they didn't mention them. It was this series finale, and we didn't hear from Cora, we didn't hear from Isaac, to name two people. I was wondering, where are they? But Teen Wolf didn't have that many bad episodes in my mind. I loved Teen Wolf, and I still do. I have rewatched it a couple times from beginning to end. If you haven't watched Teen Wolf, give it a try. After you make it through like halfway through Season 2, it gets better. Then stick it out for Season 4. Season 4 had like a Deadpool of all the supernatural creatures. Don't know how somebody got that, but it makes sense because who was the benefactor. But Season 5, good. Season 6 is and that is it. What do you guys think of my rankings? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Happy New Year. This is going up on New Year's Day 2020. So it's been just over 10 years. Good night and goodbye, everybody. God bless. And be on the lookout for more Cage Talks coming in the near future. I'm going to try to do maybe the mock draft in early February. And maybe I'll rank the MCU films, all 23 of them, before Black Widow comes out. Alright, Happy New Year, everybody. Peace.